Welcome to the great outdoors in Indian River County. This is the perfect place to explore new outdoor hobbies and adventures. I'm Kat Redner and I'll be your host for the Uncovering Indian River series. Let's go. I'm here with Captain John with Stumpknocker Bowfishing. Can you tell me a little bit about what we can expect this evening?
Besides a beautiful sunset to start it off, we can expect to see stingrays, sheep's head. We're going to see game fish that we're not allowed to shoot, such as snook, redfish, and possibly trout. Dolphins, every night's different. Let's just find out.
Night. So why is bow fishing better at night?
The fish are not as skittish at night. As these lights approach very slowly, we usually use a trolling motor and just ease closer and closer. We can identify them, decide whether it's a legal fish to shoot. So you have to kind of do all that fairly quickly.
Can you tell me a little bit about the body of water we're on?
We're on the Indian River and we have two inlets right here near us, the Sebastian Inlet and the Fort Pierce Inlet. And so we fish the river between. It's a protected body of water, so usually no matter what the weather's doing, we're able to go and produce fish.
Can you give me a little bow fishing lesson?
Absolutely. So this is a typical bow fishing bow. It looks just like a standard compound. However, it's not draw specific. This particular bow, you can shoot it from any and all positions. You can pull it back just a few inches and let it go, or further. As far as it's got a reel or standard fishing reel like you would buy a Zebco or something. As far as loading it, it's got a fiberglass solid arrow with a tip and a barb, and you just bring it through the enclosed rest and you hook the arrow just below that. Then you reel in the slack. That is very important. After it's reeled in, you push the button and all that does is free the drag. So it enables you, when you do shoot, it enables the arrow to fly freely at the intended target. And with a little bit of luck, we have dinner.
Perfect. All right, let's give it a try.
Oh, did you got him? You got him. Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
I got him.
Fish on. Well done.
Did I just pull him up?
There you go.
Yeah, I got it.
Awesome.
Catch of the day.
Congratulations.
Had a great time bow fishing with Captain John. Thank you so much for having us here today.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Come back and see us.
Indian River County is immersed with opportunities to take on aquatic adventures. Today, we'll be setting sail and visiting Youth Sailing Foundation. I'm here with Stu from the Youth Sailing Foundation. So how did you get involved in sailing?
I actually was in the United States Navy and I went to sea 19 years old as a midshipman on a very famous World War II destroyer, 1962. New navigation and new seamanship, and I learned sailing. So that's how I got into it.
And what are some of the programs that you offer at Youth Sailing?
So we are a community sailing program. So we offer programs for everyone in the community. Children from 8 to 18. We have special needs sailors. We have adult sailing programs. We have beginning sailors, and we have sailors who go to national championships. They're called regattas in sailing.
And why are you so passionate about sailing?
Going to sea has been a big part of my life. Sailing is challenging, but once you overcome it, it builds confidence, it builds self-esteem. It gives them a chance to get those values like perseverance and resilience that eventually, those are your core values that lead to a successful life. I think what the kids most appreciate is their independence. There are no timeouts in sailing. You can't run to the sideline and get a hug from your mom. Yeah. If you're out there, you have to get back by yourself. So I think that's the greatest thing is the sailing itself.
Right, it's all on you.
Yeah, all on you, right.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
So we're out on the water with Julia of Youth Sailing Foundation. Can you tell me a little bit about this boat?
Right now we are on a Hobie Cat, and we get to utilize these boats to take kids out, adults out. Want something fun and fast that's not going to tip over too much.
How did you get started with Youth Sailing Foundation?
I actually got started as a volunteer. I came to start sewing sails and sail covers, and then I became an instructor, so I actually restarted the St. Edward's program. Previously was a consultant in the nonprofit world and got to marry my two passions, sailing and nonprofit work, to become a future executive director of this organization.
What is your favorite thing about being out here on the water?
My favorite thing is the freedom and the independence. I think that meeting people where they are can be really difficult, and it's really an opportunity to bridge that gap, show everyone that sailing isn't a sport just for country clubs. You know, it can be for the community at large, and it can be a lifelong sport.
And what is the future of youth sailing?
The future of youth sailing is truly a community center, not just for sailing, but a waterfront that is a marine recreational park. So right now we're only working with about 24 schools. We're trying to expand our reach to Fellsmere, Sebastian, Port St. Lucie. We're working with as many community liaison partners as possible to have all the resources for all these children.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for having us out here today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
There are so many outdoor activities to do in Indian River County, and we're so grateful for our lovely community that brings together people through these adventures. To find more activities like the ones we visited today, visit our website and social media at Visit Indian River.